My name's Caroline Reid, and this is a short session introducing you to our qualification, the Award of Proficiency in Assessment for Access Arrangements Coordination, which we refer to as the APAAC. Who are we? Well, for more than a decade, Communicate Ed has been running courses across the country and online. Our aim is always to provide high quality, value for money training courses, and we focus on educational professionals working in the area of special needs. We provide expert course tutors to run courses for schools, colleges, local authorities and universities. And originally, Communicate Ed launched the PAPA qualification, Postgraduate Award of Proficiency in Assessment for Access Arrangements. And we're now working in association with Include Ed Limited to offer accredited training. The course is designed for professionals who coordinate the access arrangements process within the centre. That might be the SENCO or an additional support manager, or it might be that someone else is working on behalf of the SENCO or the ASM. Please do remember that the course doesn't qualify you to carry out core assessments and complete Form 8 Section 2. Let's have a look at the structure of the course. The course will take about 30 hours to complete. Students who pass the assignment will gain the Award of Proficiency in Access Arrangements Coordination. There are 9 teaching sections grouped into 3 main headings. First of all, what are access arrangements? What access arrangements are available for students? In the second section, we think about identification of students, so who's eligible for access arrangements in your centre. Section 3 is all about applying. How do we actually put all these rules and regulations in place? So how do we make these access arrangements available? How do we apply for permission to have those arrangements? And here's a chart just showing you what I've been through. Section 1, an overview of the JCQ regulations and procedures. Section 2 has 4 sections in it: understanding tests, using screening tests, identifying other difficulties and working alongside the assessor. And then Section 3, completing Form 8 Section 1. That's the section you would have to complete with background information, making an online application, liaising with students and parents, and the role of the Access Arrangements Coordinator and school processes. What format does the course take? Well, the training sessions are online with PowerPoint slides, as you're seeing on the screen now, and the speakers shown on the screen. Course materials are available in PDF format for you to print out if you want to, and each section has suggested activities to help consolidate information. You could do that in longer blocks of time, or you could break it up into shorter periods of an hour or so. Why do we do our training online? Well, busy professionals don't always have the opportunity to attend courses off-site. Online courses, of course, can be accessed anywhere with a good broadband connection, for example, in the workplace or at home. As the costs of running online courses are lower, we can pass those savings on to our students. Students don't need to travel, which obviously saves time and transport costs. Students may not need to arrange cover for their classes. Training can be completed at any time convenient to the student. The video presentations allow the student to rewind and watch sections again if they need further reinforcement. This is one of the big advantages of online training, that if you didn't quite catch something the first time, you can go back again and listen again. We have a course manager who will provide you with information on how to access the videos and the course materials. We have an online learning environment where everything is available to you. We have an online forum where you can meet and discuss with other APAAC students. And we find that most of our students are working in a centre with support from colleagues. How will you be assessed? Well, we suggest that you annotate the course materials while you're watching the video presentations. You complete the action points. We have an action point around about every 20 minutes to 30 minutes to give you a break from what you're listening to. And those action points will give you the opportunity perhaps to read a handout or to do something which consolidates the information that you've just heard on the video presentation. We have online multiple choice assessments for you to take part in. And we ask you to administer 3 tests with a candidate: a test of reading comprehension, a writing test and a spelling test. We ask you to collate paperwork and apply for access arrangements using the Access Arrangements online training site. And we also require you to organise training for colleagues on the JCQ regulations. Now, we provide you with a video similar to this one and the course materials. They're all provided, so it's not that you've got to actually run the training yourself. You need to organise it, get your colleagues there, make sure that you've got handouts and everything for them, just as you would for colleagues if you were the Access Arrangements coordinator. There is a requirement for training of, for example, people acting as readers and scribes. So we give you the opportunity to run a simple training session for your colleagues. We ask you to save your assignments electronically. Here's an example of what you might do. So you'd have your name and then APAAC after it. When you open that, you would see 10 folders, each carefully named, and we'd ask you to do it specifically like this so that the evidence is easy to find. So if you went into the folder for Assignment 1, the JCQ regulations, the assessment there is multiple choice assessment, and if you pass that, you'll get a pass certificate. That's all we need to see to confirm that you've completed that assignment correctly. How do you apply to take part in the course? Well, if you go to our website, includeed.org.uk, click on APAAC, the tab at the top. At the bottom of that page that you go into, you'll find a link to our web booking form. The APAAC programme starts at the beginning of each month, so you won't have to wait until the next programme is ready. You can start just whenever you're ready at the beginning of the next month. How much does it cost? Well, you need to see our website for the current fee. And this includes registration and certification, a login to our online learning environment, links to PDF handouts related to the videos, resources to support the assignments, support from our course manager, access to our online discussion forum, and you will need examiner booklets for the Access Reading Test and the Detailed Assessment of Speed of Handwriting for Session 3, which is where we teach you to administer those tests. If you don't have these in your centre, we can post them to you, so please contact the course manager if you don't have them. Other costs include printing of PDF handouts. This is quite extensive. There's quite a lot of handouts to print out. One of the assignments is to actually administer 3 tests, fairly simple tests. And the way that we ask you to assess that is to ask your Level 7 assessor to watch you administering those tests. We ask them to complete a form to confirm that you've done that accurately. Now, if you don't have access to a Level 7 assessor, we actually can mark those if you video them, and there will be an additional fee for that. We do have a shop, here's the link, and we produce a range of resources to support the access arrangements process in centres. You don't actually need any of these resources, but we do mention them throughout the training, so you might find that useful to access those, and they will make your life easier when you're actually coordinating the access arrangements process in your centre. All proceeds of the sale of resources in our shop go directly to our charitable trust. You'll need access to the manuals to administer tests of reading comprehension, writing, you'll have to have the dash for that, that's the only test that's acceptable, and spelling. Most centres, we believe, would have access to these, certainly a spelling test. I'd be surprised if there was any centres without a reasonably up-to-date spelling test. But if you don't have those, you may need to get hold of them. Perhaps you can borrow them from another school, or we do have a library of tests that you can borrow. There's just a small fee for our administration and postage costs. If you have any more questions, please visit our website at communicateed/APAAC or IncludeEd. If you still have any questions, please email apac@includeed.org.uk. So I hope that gives you an overview of everything that you need to know about the Award of Proficiency in Access Arrangements Coordination, and we look forward to hearing from you.